Gin blossoms till I hear it from you. Ticking off the Empire Records soundtrack here. This video is for Dominic Cedillo, and of course also for you. Thank you for joining me today. But before anyone hears anything from anyone, I hope you don't mind if I take just a moment to thank the following people for signing up for my Patreon page. Brian Bostrom, John Thibault, and Eric Thompson. Thank you very, very, very much for your support. And if you would like to find out what that's all about, the link, of course, is in the description. Oh my goodness, this one is so satisfying to play. Capo 2, and what we're going to do is, it's like we're making a G, a four-finger G, but we're just going to grab B and E3, and you're going to pluck thusly. Pluck the G string, and then the E string, and then the B string, and then the G string. That's the first half of the first chunk. Then this is going to happen. Baby E2, open, B, just how it is, 3rd fret, and then open G. That's chunk 1 of the intro. Chunk 2 of the intro is exactly the same as chunk 1, except for the very first note. The very first note is going to be the D string 2nd fret. Everything else is exactly the same. Chunk 2. Chunk 3 uses a form of B minor you maybe have never considered before. It's going to be 1st fret of the baby E string. I can count. 2nd fret of the baby E string, 3rd fret of the B string, 4th fret of the G string, and 4th fret of the D string. Now notice, it's just like when we're playing B minor, but we're going to need to take this finger off. That's why we're bothering to do it this way. Pluck D, E, B, G. Then take your pointer finger off and pluck E, B, G, E. For chunk 3. Chunk 4 is precisely like chunk 3 in the plucking and the taking the finger off of the string, but it's a D chord, a regular old D chord. D, E, B, G, E, B, G, E. And when you put them all together, you get this. Damn it. I mean, we gotta keep that. How many other guitar videos do you watch that get interrupted by hermit crab noises? Here we go. Now the intro is very important. It's the first thing people hear, so you want to get that down. What I'm trying to say is, don't blow the chunks. At long last, we've made it to the verse. It's G, strumming pattern. The one you always use, this one. Down, down, up, up, down, up. G. Easiest transition ever known to man. E minor 7. B minor. And D. Here we go. You're going to do that however many times it happens. I think it's twice. And the last time, if you have the guts, you can play the fill that goes into the pre-chorus, which is this. G string, 4, 2, open, land on D4. Same thing as the vocal melody, the pickup notes that lead into the next part. I don't wanna C add 9, which is just like G, but these two fingers move one string towards the floor. Take advice from fools. D. C add 9, D, until I, chorus. And these chords are going to switch twice as often, every 2 beats. It starts with G. The second chord has a very scary name, but it's very easy to do. It's G major 7 with an F sharp in the bass, no middle finger, pointer finger goes to E2, and then the aforementioned E minor 7, and then D. Hear it from C add 9, hang there, and if you you have the guts, that's the little fill that goes there. It's this. All right, so we were on our C add 9. We don't really need this anymore, and you're going to do some particular plucking here, so you're not going to be very likely to hit the wrong strings. You're going to strum G, B, and E just how they are 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then B becomes 1. Then you grab G2. You can kind of strum pluck sloppily. It doesn't much matter. Maybe your finger's still on the B string. Maybe it's not. I don't care. And then G open. That's that fill. Or you can just hang on C add 9. That's the chorus. For the bridge, the break up my train of thought section, the bridge is just a word for something that's not the intro, not the verse, not the pre-chorus, and not the chorus. The different part. It's going to be D, G, regular C, A7, then D, G, and quick FC, till I hear it from you, and whatever part comes next. Use your earballs. And now you've heard from me how to play Till I Hear It From You, but I want to take a moment and talk about that E minor 7 chord, which means that yes, it's time for another installment of
What's the Lesson Here? Starring Miss Poopadoo.
Yes, I'm back with some information that's surely going to help you get women. The E minor 7 chord. You probably learned like this first, right? In fact, this is one of the first chords Ryan and I generally teach people because look, it only uses one finger. Put a pin in that. Here's the E minor scale. An E minor chord, in theory, is made up of the first note, the third note, and the fifth note from the E minor scale, and a minor 7 chord, you may guess, uses the 7th note as well. So, if this holds water, we should find E's, G's, B's, D's, and nothing else in this familiar E minor 7 chord. We've got the E string open, which is of course an E. The A string 2nd fret, which is B. And then we have the open D string, there's the D. The open G string, there's the G. And we could stop there, but we've got 2 more strings, the B and the E strings. So you see this E minor 7 chord is made up of E's, B's, G's, and D's. And I'm here to tell you that the thing we were playing in Till I Hear It From You, is also E minor 7. Here, let's look. We've got the open E string, that's an E still. We've got the A string 2nd fret, that's still a B, and we've still got our D. Then we've still got our G, so once again, it's identical through those strings. And then we add, instead of a B, another D, and instead of an E, another G. So a different arrangement of E's, B's, D's, and G's. This one has 2 D's in it, so I call it an E minor super 7. No one else calls it that. Don't go saying that to people. They'll look at you funny. But E minor 7, E minor 7, Finkel is Einhorn. There you go. And that is all either of us can possibly think of to say about that. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.